Hello grade 11s and welcome to the fourth segment of final examination paper 2 practice. Please take that down. So its opening statement is, in the diagram, B is a point on the y-axis. Here is B. A, coordinates x is 288 over 13, y is 3781 over 65. C, we have x is just letter x, y is 0, and D, x is 444 over 13, y is 3456 over 65 are the vertices of rectangle ABCD. So here is A, then remember B is a point on the y-axis, here's C, here is D. Diagonals BD and AC are drawn. Here are the diagonals, B to D, A to C. The angle of inclination of CD is epsilon. CD is this line, the angle of inclination, here it is. And B angle AC is equal to kappa. B angle AC is kappa, here's kappa. Okay, so there are some things that we need to just note down, okay? if ABCD is a rectangle, right? That means that gradient of BC, you just write this down somewhere. Gradient of BC is equal to the gradient of BC is equal to the AD, and the gradient of AB is equal to the gradient of DC or CD, as well as the lengths, right? Since we used BC, we're going to use AB is equal to DC. And then if you look, you're also given that perpendicular, right? All interior angles are 90 degrees. So AD is perpendicular to CD. Okay, 4.1 states. Calculate the gradient of AD. Even though you're not going to get a mark for the formula, it's best to write it down. So the gradient of AD, y, let's say YA minus YD, XA minus XD. Okay. What is YA? 3781 over 65. What is YD? 3456 over 65. What is XA? 288 over 13. What is XD? 444 over 13. So in the numerator, what do we have? 3781 over 65 minus 3456 over 65. 5. In the numerator we have 5. In the denominator 288 over 13 minus 444 over 13. Negative 12. Okay. Gradient of 80 negative 5 over 12. Okay. Hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 4.2 states. Calculate the size of epsilon. So we need this. We are told that epsilon is the angle of inclination of CD, right? So when two lines are perpendicular, the product of their gradients is equal to negative 1. So gradient of, since epsilon is CD, times gradient of AD, negative 1. We don't have the gradient of CD. What is the gradient of AD? Negative 5 over 12. So gradient of CD, negative 1 divided by negative 5 over 12. 12 over 5. Okay, we have the gradient of CD. Then, remember the formula, gradient is equal to tan. Let's use alpha. So the gradient of CD is tan alpha. 12 over 5 is equal to tan alpha, right? Alpha is arctan 12 over 5. Alpha is 67, 3801 3505 degrees. Alpha is to 2 decimal points 1, 2, 3. 0 is insignificant, so 67,38 degrees. Okay, hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 4.3 states calculate the value of x. Here is x, right? We have the gradient of CD. The gradient of CD is 12 over 5. So we're going to say gradient of CD, let's say YD minus YC XD minus XC. Gradient of CD is 12 over 5. So 12 over 5. What is YD? 3456 over 65 minus Y of C is 0 over X of D 444 over 13 minus X of C is X, right? Then we're going to cross multiply this times this. It's going to give us 12 times 444 over 13 minus X. This 3456 over 65 minus 0 is just 3456 times 5. 3456 over 13. To get rid of this 12, which is to simplify things, what are we going to do? We divide both sides by 12. So 3456 over 13 divided by 12. Wow, 288 over 13. So this side will have this minus X. X goes to the other side, it becomes positive. Bring this to the other side, it becomes negative. 444 over 13 minus 288 over 13. So X is 12. Okay. Verification is important. Where there's X, we put 12. So gradient of CD, it is YD 3456 over 65 minus yc, which is 0 over xd 28 what is it, 444 over 13 minus xc 12 over 5. Here it is 12 over 5. So that is correct. It means we did the right steps. Remember, verification is important. Hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 4.4 states, find the length of CD. Length or distance, we use the distance formula. So this is now 12. Square root of xd minus xc squared plus yt minus yc squared. Okay, I'm just gonna, to make it clearer, what is x of d? X of d is 444 over 13 minus x of c 12 plus y of d 3, 4, 5, 6 over 65. Y of c 0 squared. So, for clarity's sake, 444 over 13 minus 12 28 over 13 squared plus 3456 over 65 minus 0 3456 over 65 squared. Wow. Truth be told, I've never had such big figures, but okay. So 288 squared 82944 over 13 squared is 169. Yo. Wow. 11943,936. 11943 936. 4225. Wow. Sure. Wow, this is just, yeah. Mathematics is becoming too much for me. 82944 over 169 plus 11943 936 422 82944 over 25. Wow. Where is it? Wow, 288 over 5. Sorry, I should have rounded it off. 57,6. units. Wow. So length of CD is supposed to be equal to the length of CD, or DC is equal to the length of AB. Let's see that when we use A, oh my, we don't have the coordinates for B. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't. Wow. We'll see when we get them. 4.5 states determine the coordinates of B. B, we are told that is a point on the y-axis. B is on the y-axis. Therefore, x is 0. Gradient of BC or BC is equal to the gradient of AD. We have the gradient of AD, which is negative 5 over 12. So gradient of BC is equal to gradient of AD. Gradient of BC is y, let's say yb minus yc over xb minus xc, negative 5 over 12. Yb is 0 minus yc yc wait, you don't have y of b, sorry, it's just yb. Yeah, my mistake, it's just yb minus yc 0, my mistake, over xb 0 minus xc, I think xc is, no, let's not guess, 12, that's what we calculated, negative 5 over 12. Y of b minus 0 is just y of b times 12, 12 yb. 0 minus 12 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 5 is negative 60. 12 yb over 12. Negative times negative is positive, man. 60 over 12. Gone, gone. Yb is 60 over 12 is 5. Yb is 5. So the coordinates of b are x is 0 and y is 5. Let's find their gradient. Yb 5 minus yc 12 over xb 0 minus, wait, 5 minus 0, I made a mistake, I don't know where my head is, over 0 minus 12, negative 5 over 12, here it is, it's the same as the gradient of AD, so that is correct. Okay, I hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 4.6 states, calculate the size of kappa. Here is kappa, right? We know that all the interior angles of a rectangle are 90 degrees. So we're going to say in triangle ABC, this side is opposite 90 degrees, so we can use the trigonometric ratios. This side is opposite, this side is adjacent. Opposite and adjacent is tangent. So tan B angle AC is equal to BC over AB. B angle AC is what? So tan kappa BC. What is the length of BC? Was there any way we calculated the length of BC? Okay, so we need to calculate the length of BC. BC is the same as CD or DC. BC is the same as CD. AB did we calculate the length of AB anyway? Adjacent is AB, which would be equivalent to CD or BC. BC is actually 80. We need to calculate the length of 80. Sorry, I don't know where my head is. Tan kappa BC. What is the length of BC? Wait. BC is 80. Then underneath it should be What is the length of AB? ABCD. Okay. I thought that somehow we calculated AD, but we calculated the gradient. So it's going to be the square root of XD 444 over 13 minus XC. No, this one is equal to this one. 288 over 13 squared plus 3456 over 65 minus 3781 over 65. 13. So we have just found out that AD and by extension BC is 13. CD is, we should get 57,6. CD, which is also AB, right? Let's use AB now. Square root of 0 minus 288 over 13 squared plus 5 minus 3781 over 65 squared. 57.6. Here we are. Okay, so kappa is equal to arctan of 13 over 57.6 12,7182 4935. Kappa to two decimal places. 8 is significant, so 12,72 degrees. Okay, I know that was a bit confusing. It's just me with the sides. Okay. 4.7 states, determine the area of triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. AB times BC. Half AB times BC. What is BC? BC is AD, which is 13 times AB. AB is 57.6. So it's half times 13 times 374.4 square units. So unit squared or square units. Okay, I know that this part 4.6 caused some confusion, so please forgive me, but you really need to be aware of trigonometry. Okay, this is part 5, so just please take it down. If you found this video helpful in any way, please click the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again.